Hello boys and girls, this is lesson 1-2, multiplication and division extended facts. Here for this lesson we are talking about fact families. A fact family can be, for example, anything like 6, 2, and 3. Okay, and they would fit into a nice triangle like that. This is considered a fact family. Fact means it's true, proven to be true, because these three can work together. For example, let me look here. If we look at number 6 and the 3, we look at what relationship they have. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Okay? 6 divided by 2 is 3. 2 times 3 is 6. And 3 times 2 is 6. These three numbers work together and therefore they're called a fact family. Let's look at page 7 in your math journal and work with two fact family. You will practice with one and create another. Here we have 3,200, or we could say 3,200, 80, and 40. Now these may seem like big numbers to you, but you could also use smaller numbers if you just take away some zeros. For example, you could write number 32, 4, and 8 if it's easier for you. But then when you write your answers, make sure to include the zeros back in. Okay? 32 divided by 4 is 8. 8 times 4 is 32. 32 divided by 8 is 4. 4 times 8 is 32. But if we want to work with the big numbers, okay, we understand that we can just take the 3,200 divided by 40 is 80. So go ahead and write those down right here. Make sure that you line up the numbers properly to where they're supposed to be. For example, this is what the product that they will create, or the dividend, or the quotient that they will give you. So make sure that you write the factors on this side. Okay? For example, answer 1 would be 40 times 80 equals 3,200. For the second part, where we have to divide, make sure to include the number that is being divided right in the middle. For example, 3,200 will be divided by either 80 or 40. Let's say this time we'll divide it by 80. So 3,200 divided by 80 equals 40. For question 2, go ahead and complete your own triangle. You can use whatever number you'd like. Just make sure to keep the biggest number on the top and the quotient or the dividends at the bottom, or the factors at the bottom. Okay? So, and then fill in your own chart. You can use any numbers you like as long as they are a fact family. Question 3A. Describe a pattern for finding the product. Remember, the product is what, when you multiply two numbers together, you get a product. When you multiply with extended facts, describe a pattern for finding the product when you multiply with extended facts. First, you must find the basic fact. So find the basic fact. Then count the number of zeros in each factor and attach that many zeros to the product, as we did earlier. Look at the example on the right. We had the number 3,200, 3,200, 40, and 80. Well, if we were to just simply take out the zeros, we take out this 0 and this 0, and because we took one out for this factor and one out for this factor, we must take one out for each one. So because we took out here 1, here we took another one out, that's 1, 2, we must take out 1, 2. Okay? so that when we multiply 4 times 8, we get 32. But it's really 40 times 80 equals 3,200. Just add those zeros back in. And that's what we're saying here. Question 3A and 3B will be your key answers. Please write these down exactly as I'm writing them, because we will be checking them in class. This will prove that you have watched this video. 3B. First, find the basic fact. Again, as we have done up here, what would be the basic fact? Well, 32 divided by 4 is 8, or 32 divided by 8 is 4. Then subtract the number of zeros, just the way we did here, in the divisor from the remaining zeros in the dividend. Attach that many zeros to the quotient. So, what we're saying here in a very fancy way is simply take out the zeros and then add the zeros back in when you are done dividing. So for example, if you divide 32 divided by 8, or 3,200 divided by 80, and you take out the zeros, make sure that you include the zero back in for your answer. So it won't be a 4, it will be 40. For the last question, I want you boys and girls to think about it. Okay, work it out. What's 400 times 50? Will it give you 2,000? And what's 2,000 divided by 40? Okay, will it give you 50? Is that a fact, family? Does it work? If it doesn't, you must adjust your patterns as necessary. I'd like to see what you get tomorrow. Okay, boys and girls, we'll check this in class. So this concludes our lesson for today. Make sure you do not forget to include the two 3A and 3B that you see there, the two key answers. This is how I will know that you watched the video. If you do not watch the video, boys and girls, it's considered an X on your homework. It means your homework is not complete. So please watch the video and fill this out the way it's supposed to be. Okay? We'll check it in class.